Yo, 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 yo. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? What's the deal? Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, family. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going on? We got work to do. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. We are moving right along with the week. Every day above ground is a good day. So we are back again with another great day here on SRDaily, spreading love and positivity, man, enlightenment, truth, and all of that good stuff. Let's go live here. Make sure everything is straight. Show comments there. We got the right banner. Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. What a day. What a day. What a week, man. What is I think it's pretty amazing. Oh, snap. How we go, how things change from week to week, right? So much changes day to day, but so much more changes week to week. It's just amazing to witness in your own life how fast things change and how much things change and how things change and all of the changes that happens. Yo, Mona Love, what's going on? Happy Tenacious and Truthful Tuesday, my love. We are live here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Eddie Kruger, Nori Vast, what's going on, family? Peace and love. What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? What's the deal? I'm your boy, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. Feeling tired, right? Again, changes in the body, man. Changes and changes. Food, right? He's gonna keep it real. Food is something, man. I feel better when I'm eating less, right? I told Kimona I am closer and closer and closer to fruitarianism. It probably won't be 10 more years. I highly doubt it. Again, I said about 50. It probably won't be 9 more years. I'm 41 now. I got to remember that. Yeah, probably won't be 9 more years, man. Probably like another year or two tops, right? If it don't happen this year, in the next year or two, man. Yeah, because I really like how I feel when I'm eating just fruits. I really like how I feel when I'm eating just fruits, and maybe I can do one cooked meal a week, right? I gotta get to that point, but I think that fruits, when I'm eating less, I feel so much better, right? Like so much better when I'm eating less. The watermelon, I felt incredible in just watermelon. Like I felt incredible. The only days that I can say, if any, were tough was the days when I did just breath, right? The last 3 days or every Monday during the week, right? I would do just breath. But what was that? What word was that? Fruitarianism. We just eat fruit, right? Just fruits. That's when I feel my best, when I'm just eating fruits. Watermelon felt my best last year when I did freaking 77 days of just fruits. I felt freaking incredible. Fruitarianism. Nism. So you got it close. And then nism. Fruitarian, not fruitarism. Fruitarianism. But yeah, so I got some work to do, got some self-exploration to do, some self-analyzing to do, some self-correcting to do, right? Because I do want to get to a point, and I will get to a point where I'm a lot more disciplined when I am eating cooked food, right? When I'm not past a certain time, when I'm portion size is better. But even then, right, it's like I really love fruits. So we see how the journey goes. I'll keep you guys posted. I like how my body looks when I'm just eating fruits, right? So yeah, I got a lot more work to do. A lot more work to do on myself, physically, mentally, emotionally. All right, we're gonna get there. We still got big goals for modeling my underwear line on a billboard in Times Square. That is a goal. A lot of work to do to get there, man. A lot of work to do, right? This is why it's important that we teach our children fitness at an early age, because me at 41, just getting into fitness, right? Really just getting into my health, specifically fitness, right? Like, I've been more health conscious the last decade, but really the last 2 years, the last 2-3 years is when I really started getting into fitness, exercising regularly and things like that. And so, but it's harder. It's harder to transform your body as you get older, as you age, right? It's harder to maintain the transformations. All right. And so it's important that we teach our children young. Don't let your children get obese. Don't let your children get obese. Don't let them get out of shape. right? And obviously, at a certain age, nothing you can do about it. But this is why you train them when they're young, right? You train them when they're young, not out of a sense of like you have to do this, but out of a sense of like helping them understand why it's important to exercise, why it's important to work out, why it's important to maintain a healthy physique, right? That you like to look at, right? Not just in vain, but it's okay to like to look at yourself, right? You're supposed to like looking at yourself. So we're gonna talk about that as the days go, as the weeks go, all right, as things move on. You need to lose 25 pounds. I got you. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. I could definitely help you lose that. I'm pretty great at losing weight, right? When I want to lose weight, great at losing weight in terms of like, again, fasting, all right? Okay, we're gonna eat just this. Like again, okay, I need to lose some weight. We're gonna eat just fruits. We're gonna eat just watermelons, right? We're gonna fast for 3 days, right? We're gonna do all of those things. So hit me up, sister, right? That is a service that I offer is health coaching, right? So I can definitely coach you to your goal. But yeah, yo, let's move right along. Tenacious and Truthful, what's going on? Peace and love. Tuning in live from Queens, my big bro. What's the deal? What's the deal? Exercise with your children. I mean, absolutely, that's the best way, right? Is exercise with them. But every parent doesn't have the capabilities to do certain things. So put them in position to do it, right? I get it. Like you should exercise, be the example, but every parent is not going to be the example. So put them in a program, right? Get them with somebody who understands the importance. However you got to slice it, just get it done, right? But let's share this live with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Don't keep this content to yourself. Hit that share button. Share this live. Share this live. Share this live with some of your friends and your friends. Don't be afraid to spread the word and get this good content out there. It is necessary that folks are aware of the show, right? Why not? Why would you not make folks aware of this show? You know what I mean? Spread the love, spread the love, spread the love. And we are gonna get started right about now. Boom, bap, bap, boom. It took me getting beat up to take my physical fitness seriously. It took me getting beat up, as Seth Fu said, it took me getting beat up to take my physical fitness seriously. Yes, sometimes that happens, all right? Losing a fight, getting beat up will make you take things a little more seriously. But let's get the show started. Once again, guys, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. You're tuned into episode 385 of SR Daily. SR Daily with personality meets enlightenment. We are here live Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. I appreciate you guys. We're going to start today with our first segment on this Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. First segment is a phrase of the day. Phrase of the day is, we all we got, but we're all we need. We all we got, or grammatically correct, we are all that we have, but we are all that we need. We all we got and we all we need. That's the phrase of the day. And I absolutely love that phrase. It is empowering to me. It's really empowering to me. The part, we all we got part, like I've heard that before. We've heard that in movies. We've heard that we all we got. We all we got. I've heard that for years, right? People have said that for years. But an org in my neighborhood, CCD, Community Capacity Development, right? Part of the Cure Violence model here in New York City and throughout the country, right? The model throughout the country. I heard them, and I don't know. I don't know if they said it in prior, like the in the movies and things like that. The second part, we all we need. But CCD said that, and they would say that like during demonstrations, right? They would do protests, or they would, right, demonstrate. Show up at press conferences and things like that. And when one of the members of CCD, one of the staff members, or one of the young people, whoever will be speaking after they're done speaking, they're like, CCD, we all we got, but we all we need. And that was just so powerful, right? Because it rings true. It rings true on every single level, whether we talk about as a human family, like, yo, we all we got, but we all we need as humans. If we talk specifically about black people and say, yeah, black people, we're in a boat by ourselves, say, yo, we all we got, but we all we need, right? We all we got. All we got is us, right? All we got is us, but we all we need. Like, as black people, we all we need. We unite, right? If we unite, Like we got economic strength, right? We have economic strength. We ain't got much political strength, but we could have more political strength, right? We got our artists, our entertainers, we got our educators, we got our doctors. If we really united as black folk, we could eradicate oppression like that, right? Clearly deeper if we united as a human family. And not every human, but if every group of people truly united, recognizing that there are some in each group who don't want to be united, who want to stay on the opposite side. And so we can say, okay, these are the ones fighting for humanity are together, and those are the ones trying to destroy humanity. The ones fighting for humanity, we all we got. But we all we need, we always outnumber the oppression. Always, 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 always. Good always outweighs the bad. The good people, the righteous people, the people doing the right thing, it's always more of us than it is of the people doing the proper, freaking propagating the problems, the violence, the depression, not the depression, the oppression, right? The repression, the suppression of information, right? The political corruption, the police terrorism is always a small few. The problem is the ones who are considered good don't do enough. That's the problem. The ones who will consider themselves good, the ones who will say they care, don't do a freaking enough. Whether it's because they're afraid, whether it's because they don't know what to do, I don't know what it is, but they don't do enough. Right? But every group of people should be able to relate to this phrase. We all we got, but we all we need. Right? And it just lends to the saying of you got everything you need. You already have everything you need. You already have everything you need inside of you. Right? You have everything you need inside of you as an individual. You have every single thing you need inside of you to go to your next level, to accomplish your goals, to get what you want out of life. Everything is inside of you. Everything is there. Right? You build with what you build what you want with what you have. You always have enough. You are always enough. So build on top of what's already there. Pretty simple. Not easy, but simple. We all we got, but we all we need. I love that phrase. Right? Again, it rings so true in so many ways. And we're gonna move right along, guys, to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment of the day is our Need to Know News segment of the day. Is always the second segment, Need to Know News. And got choked up. ICE riots in LA. I don't know if you guys are paying attention. Trump deploys National Guard on the quote-unquote city of immigrants. The people have to stand up. We have to stand up, and we have to stand together. We have to stand together. Like, they are kidnapping people. They are ripping people away from their families, children, adults. This is insane. Let's read this article in the BBC and let's talk about this. Let's read this article in the BBC and let's talk about this. This is 12 hours ago. Kayla Epstein burned the busman and Crystal Hayes. Perfect storm as Trump's mass deportation drive collides with city of immigrants. This weekend, tensions boiled over in the Los Angeles area after a week of immigration sweeps in the region sparked violent protests against the Trump administration and the Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE agency. President Donald Trump's decision to send 700 U.S. Marines and 4,000 National Guard troops to the Los Angeles area to support the federal response to the unrest has opened a volatile chapter in his mass deportation campaign. The location of the raids and subsequent protests, a liberal-leaning city in a state controlled by Democrats, also gave the White House an ideal public forum as it seeks to show progress on removing illegal immigrants and instilling law and order. Governor Gavin Newsom, a Democrat and prominent critic of the president, wrote on X that the troop deployment was a deranged fantasy of a dictatorial president. Dictatorial. Okay, dictatorial president. It's insane. The raids in America's second biggest city are unfolding against the backdrop of an aggressive push to raise arrest and deportation numbers as the administration has been disappointed with its current pace. That's freaking good. Like, they want to, Yo, this is insane. Illegal humans. Like, King Dritty, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love. ICE has ramped up its enforcement actions in recent weeks as it faces pressure to show progress on Trump's signature policy initiative. The agency arrested 2,200 people on June 4th, according to NBC News, a record for a single day. The network reported that hundreds of those arrested were enrolled in a program known as Alternative to Detention, which allows for the release and monitoring of individuals not deemed an immediate threat. Like, most people aren't deemed an immediate threat. Like, the frick are they talking about? White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller, the man widely seen as the intellectual architect of the deportation policy, has reportedly said the White House hopes that ICE can scale up to 3,000 arrests a day, up from 660 or so during the first 100 days of Trump's presidency. 3,000 arrests a day is freaking insane. These people have, and this is why it's important for the people to freaking stand up, stand united. My boy posted yesterday, he said, it's 4,000. He said it's 4.5 million Latinos in LA. It's 4,000 National Guard. And then he left it at that. Like, people have to stand up. People have to stand up. They have to protect themselves and they have to protect each other. Right? It's the American way. The American way is that whenever any government becomes tyrants, the people stand up and rebel. That's the American way. That's in the Declaration of Independence. That's the American way, like, to stand up. Vegan Solicious, what's going on? What's going on, beloved? Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in. Right? That's the American way. The American way is that whenever the government becomes tyrants and begins to overtly oppress the people, it is the people's obligation to stand up, right, and to abolish that government. And so we got to stand up. Right? We have to stay. Want to go to 3,000 arrests a day. This is freaking insane. Let's keep reading. President Trump is going to keep pushing to get that number up higher each and every single day, Miller told Fox News in late May. Yet, for much of the first 100 days of the administration, deportations were on par with, and at times below, those recorded during the last year of Joe Biden's presidency. Right? Deportations. The White House stopped publishing daily deportation figures early in 2020. I'm not satisfied with the numbers the administration's border czar, Tom Homan, told reporters at the White House at the end of May. We need to increase. Homan added that the Trump administration had increased the teams a lot and that we expect a fast increase in the number of arrests. Several senior ICE officials, including Kenneth Gianello, its top deportation official, have left their roles at the agency in recent months. Good. There are some people who have to not agree with this. Like, it has to be a few people who are doing this work who like, yo, this is effed up. This is not right. This is not okay. You're destroying lives. For what? To prove a point? Like, this is supposed to be America, land of the free, home of the brave. Right? We have enough space. We do have enough space. Destroy some of these freaking government buildings. Cut some of these freaking government salaries. There are people in government making hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right? And then on the side, they're doing talks and they're making millions of dollars and they got real estate. Like, cut some of their freaking salaries. Right? So, it's not enough money. Make enough money, man. Like, make it enough freaking money to take care of the people who need to be taken care of the most. Make it enough. Make it enough. In February, ICE also moved two top officials overseeing deportation, as well as the agency's acting director, Caleb Vitello. At the time of the more recent reshuffle, the agency characterized the move as organizational realignments that will help ICE achieve President Trump and the American people's mandate. The American people's mandate. This ain't the real American people's mandate. The American people's, especially when you talk about all of the mother effers are illegal. They all came over here illegally. Not our people south of the border. No, this is their land. The freaking Europeans who want to carry out this shit, they're the illegal ones. Illegal aliens. Like, it's two true Americans. Right? It's three true Americans. The red, the brown, and the black. The red people, the brown people, and the black people, we are the true Americans. Europeans, the white folks, they're the illegal ones, if you want to be technical. Right? But yeah, so much more to read, guys. We got to move on. Again, this is the BBC. Please check it out. It is yesterday, the title of this article, if you want to read more. But you can Google. There's tons of articles, CNN and Fox News LA, and there's tons of articles out there. Please read, please read, please read, please pay attention, please send good energy, right? But if money is needed, send money. If presence is needed, send your presence, right? Be present. Protests are happening not just in LA, right? I think, let me see, I think there was there are protests in New York. There are protests all over the country. People are protesting this, as they should. As they should. Band together. Band together. Everybody stand up. Everybody stand up and everybody speak out. Right? They are practicing slavery ownership all over again. Whites never stop trying being slave owners. That's a fact. That's a fact. And we got to recognize that, and we got to fight. Like, we have to fight. We have to fight. We have to organize. Organize, organize, organize. Organize, strategize, and execute. Organize, strategize, and execute. Organize, strategize, and execute. That's the way. Let's move right along to our third segment of the day. Today's third segment, tip of the day, as always, teach your children about the real world. Teach your children about the real world. Teach your children, teach your children, teach your children about the real world. There are parents who say that they have to be harsh on their children. The reason they are aggressive and harsh and mean to their children is so that they can prepare the children for the real world. You don't have to do that. You just got to show the children the world. You're supposed to be, as a parent, family, a cushion. Because our parents say, oh, the world ain't going to be easy on you, so I ain't going to be easy on you. No, be easy on your children. You, as a parent, have to be their safe space. Right? People deserve a soft space. Children need a soft space. People, humans, adults need a soft space. Right? But you got to teach them about the world. Don't, like, it's crazy. Some parents got it backwards. I've witnessed it in my own life. Right? Some parents have it backwards. They want to be mean to their children. So the children are supposedly able to learn how to navigate the world, right? Through the lens of people being mean. But they don't want to show them the realness. It's insane, right? So teach your children the truth about the world. Show them that there are people, like show them articles and read stories, right, to them, and show them images of people who rape children, who kidnap children, who commit acts of war, right, who oppress people, right? Like, show them, tell them, teach them, right? Teach them what to do with that, though. Don't teach them to make them afraid. Teach them and help them be courageous. Right? You don't got to be harsh on them. No, you just need to tell them about some of the things happening. The world is ugly. Just teach them, show them. Not to destroy their innocence, but to adequately prepare them. Because if you do it the other way, you are destroying their innocence by you being harsh on them, and you are not adequately preparing them. So teach them the truth, right? And teach them to pay attention to their intuition. That's one thing I wish I knew. Pay attention to your intuition. It speaks to you. It guides you. Right? The universe is always speaking through you and to you. All right? Teach them how to fight. Teach them how to defend themselves. Right? Teach them how to defend themselves. You can say it's wrong all you want, but teach them how to fight. Teach children, right? Children are taking target practice in other ethnic groups. There are some ethnic groups of people that are teaching their children how to break down and put together a gun. Oh, it's wrong, children. No, the world is harsh. So teach them the truth. Right? Like, why not? Give them music that's bad. You allow them play with fake guns, right? Allow them to do all this other stuff, but they can't learn how to use a gun. They can't learn how to use a knife, right? And teach them the truth, though. You don't use this on your friends. You don't use this unless you absolutely have to. You don't you don't use this when your emotions are just stirred up and you're a little angry and sad. No, that's not when you use it. You don't go get a weapon for those things. No, you communicate, you express yourself. Right? Only if it's absolutely necessary to protect yourself and or your family and or your property. Right? And as a child, you should never have to use this. Right? But just in case you do, because things happen, right? And we're going to get into that in the next session, right? Our next segment, our build of the day. Right? But yeah, man, like I told my children, I have my son learning martial arts. Very important. Right? Not just the physical defense, not just to be able to physically defend yourself and protect yourself, but the emotional control, the emotional stability, the emotional awareness, the self-awareness, knowing when you're getting angry, knowing how to breathe, right? They said the purpose of using martial arts is so the purpose of learning martial arts and learning how to fight is so you never have to use it, right? You don't want to have to use it, right? You want to be able to just know it in case something happens. But moving right along to our fourth and final segment of the day, our build of the day. Today's build, right, is on, I want us to beware. Families in New York City, beware. There is a young man. I shared it on my Facebook. I am going to screenshot it and share it on my Instagram. A young lady. So I don't know the young lady, but somebody shared her posted that a young man followed her daughter home all the way from the Bronx. She didn't say where she lived. I would assume it would be Manhattan. It could be any. Like I said, it could have been Brooklyn. It wasn't specified where she lived, but she said this weirdo, specifically what she said, followed. Let's read it. Let's read her post, right? I shared it. Let's read her post and see what she's talking about, right? Because it's craziness, man. It's crazy stuff is happening, right? She said, this weirdo, goofy ass and followed my daughter home today all the way from the Bronx. My kids and my mother called me crying because he stayed in the hallway and refused to leave. I'm an 8-minute drive away. I jumped in an Uber and see him up the block at the bus stop. When I asked him if he know her, this ninja told me no. He just wanted to see what the vibe was. Now here comes the cops late as usual. They said all they can charge him with is harassment. But I want y'all to make this go viral because he's a weirdo and he had the audacity to say he's coming back. I'm so grateful that my daughter was not harmed, but she said she's scared to go back outside. I am beyond livid. Light-skinned brother, he got a black jacket on, black backpack, hoodie on. All right. Yeah, I said I shared it on my Facebook. I will screenshot it, share it on my Instagram. Absolutely insane, absolutely dangerous. Teach your children how to fight. Teach your daughters how to fight. Right? Not just your sons, your daughters, your girls can learn how to fight. She can still be a princess and all of that stuff, but she needs to learn how to defend herself. She needs to be able to recognize danger, right? She needs to be, her intuition needs to feel when something is off. Spidey senses are tingling. She needs to be able to feel that and know what to do with that, right? She's of age. She should have pepper spray and know how to use it. The world is real and the world is dangerous. The children are being kidnapped all the time. Children are being kidnapped all the time. And yes, rightfully so, they're afraid. And, most humans, when they're afraid, would maybe forget their training. This is why repetition, you repeat, so that it becomes such a second nature, so that when something does happen, the initial fear may set in, the initial nerves might set in, but then you go back into, okay, what do I do in a situation? And then you do what you're supposed to do, whatever that may be, right? But yeah, that's insane, right? World is a scary place. World is a dangerous place, but it's the world that we live in. And so we got to do something. We got to do something together. Yeah, man, it's ugly. It's ugly what's going on in LA is ugly. What's going on around this world is ugly. What's going on in New York City is ugly. What's going on in so many aspects of life is ugly. But through our unity, we can make something beautiful. Through our collaboration, through our collective working responsibility, we can make something amazing. You see, we just got to work together. That's it. Just get together, stay together, operate together, build together. Right? As they say, the family that prays together stays together. So pray with your community, meditate with your community, right? And you should be able to, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. It's a tough time. It's tough times. More tough times are coming. Tougher times are on the horizon. But if we stay united, if we stay together, we stay aware, we stay alert, we'll be all right. So the NYPD arrested me when I used my pepper spray. I'm sorry, sister. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. Use it again if you have to. All right? Use it again if you have to. It's better to be arrested and quote-unquote safe for using a pepper spray to defend yourself than to not use it and have a worse experience, right? So use it again if you have to, my sister. Sorry that they arrested you. I'm sorry that, in New York City and throughout this country, we're not really able to defend ourselves adequately, right? Without it being a question or a problem. But citizens could get shot by officers and nothing happened. But yo, listen, man, that's the show, guys. Listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, we are here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. right here, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Mars. This is SRDaily, episode 385, episode 385 here on SRDaily. Please do join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love.